This is Catherine Jane Fisher speaking to you from Japan. I am the Empowertarian newscaster. I'm author of Breaking the Silence in Japan, Conversations with My Father. And on page 301, I'm talking about Johnsontown. And you can see Johnsontown behind me. And there's a story about what happened here after the war. So I think many people are unaware that there is this town called Johnsontown out here in Saitama in Iruma. It looks like a ordinary little American town, and you would think you were actually walking in the USA because it resembles a 1950s rural town in America. But if we rewind the clock back to after the U.S. military occupied Japan, we can see that there is a shadow of darkness. And I realized that a young man was murdered. And I felt compelled to know what was his name. Because the more I uncovered, I just wanted to know why these crimes have continued to happen in Japan. So what was this man's name? And I did a lot of research and I found out that his name was Yusuke Miyamura. And he had been attending a music college. He loved music, like everybody loves music. And he was a first-year student at Musashino College of Music. He was playing a contrabass and he was doing a concert, a children's concert at Johnson's Base. And apparently it was his last day of his part-time job and he was on his way home. And I can imagine the children were all excited to listen to Yusuke play. And of course, too, he must have been happy to bring joy to the people. And newspaper reports show that he was originally from Kumamoto, but he'd been living by himself in Nerima. And my heart aches, and I imagine the grief and pain of Yosuke's family when they heard and they got the knock on the door to say that Yosuke had been murdered. My research shows that the murderer was Airman Peter E. Longpre, who was on duty at Johnson's Air Base in Saitama. He had been arrested and found guilty of murdering Yusuke. He had used a carbine gun, which is similar to a rifle. It seems that Longpre shot his gun in the direction of the Seibu line, 300 yards away. The bullet went through the window, hitting Yosuke, and he was soon declared dead. Airman Longpre was found guilty and sentenced to 10 months in prison. To all the lives that were stolen, the innocent victims, I will never forget your stories. I will never give up fighting to save the lives of the innocent victims in Japan. I do not know all your names, but I do know that all of your deaths were preventable. And if the SOFA had been amended, the Status of Forces Agreement, I believe that you would all be alive today. I hope more people will stand with me, for I too am getting older, like these stories from the past. But I believe God will continue to keep me alive to fulfill my mission on this earth, my ikigai, my purpose, to make this world a more peaceful place and to end the crimes all over the world.